Well, hello, my name is Pedro Sanchez, and I'm going to talk about the World War II. Well, first of all, I'm going to starting to talk about of how this war ended. If you didn't know, this war ended with the liberation of all the German occupied territories. Because in that time, if you didn't know, basically all of the European territory was conquered by the German. Well, and also this war ended with the fall of the Allies and the winning of the Axis. Something that happened also in this time was that Adolf Hitler, the main leader of the German government, committed suicide in the 2nd of September in 1945 because he know that he lost the war and he didn't have like a reason to live, so he committed suicide. Well, now I'm going to talk about the D-Day and how the Nazi government collapsed. Well, first of all, if you didn't know, this day called the D-Day was also called the Overlord Invasion, and it was a operation that consisted in that all the infantry of the Axis began with the liberation of France. Well, and also I'm going to talk about how the Nazi government collapsed. Well, in this time, the Nazi government collapsed because they lost the war. The Nazi government was basically the leader of all the allies. So when they lost the war, the Nazi government completely collapsed, and all the territories that were part of Germany were liberated. That's it. Now I'm going to talk about of the relationship of the USA and Japan. Well, these two countries had a really bad relationship, and this relationship ended with the attack of Pearl Harbor in the 7th of December in 1941. The attack of Pearl Harbor was a surprise offensive movement from the Japanese Empire against the USA naval base. This base was ubicated in Honolulu, Hawaii, and the Japanese kingdom started with throwing a lot of torpedoes and also throwing bombs with a lot of their aircrafts, killing more than 3,000 Americans and leaving another 3,000 with really bad injuries. Well, in my opinion, the World War II was one of the worst events in the human history, and I'm really glad that this ended. I hope that in future we don't have another event like this, because this will basically end with with all our world. As you know, not a long time ago, there was a rumor that there was going to start a new war, and I was really scared of this happening. Because imagine that something like this happened in our times with all the weapons that we have. That will be absolutely terrible. Well, this was it for today. Thank you for listening to all that I say, and sorry if I made some mistakes. That's it. Thank you.